How's it everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We back here in Scattered Island, and I'm just sitting here looking at this building catching on fire, and then I checked on something, checked my fire services, and look at that. Even though everything is green, I do not have a fire station anywhere in this vicinity or anywhere around here. So this poor chappie, he's burning, and look at the fire truck. Look where it's coming from. So I want to plonk down a fire station right here. We will redo the yard around this chappie. Oh, that actually fits in very nicely. I think we can give this a bit of an upgrade as well, so we have more fire trucks. So we're getting a fire truck here. And one of the things that I haven't really done is use the district tool to kind of keep things concentrated in the area. That's something that I need to explore. I'm not 100% sure how to do all of that. So let's put a district around, let's say maybe this space, everything left of this avenue down to the rail yard, and see if I can figure out how that is done. All right, we've got the district, but guess what? Our tram station has burnt down. Oh man, and look at that, the fire truck is only now getting here when it is way too late. Isn't that a bummer? But I see this one is kicking into gear, spitting out new trams, which is great. But let's get a new tram station in here. Oh, I can't delete it. There we go. Let's get a new tram station in here quickly, or not tram station, tram depot. And then hopefully, boom. And upgrade you to have additional capacity. And that one should also start spitting out. I don't know if this poor chappie is going to get any help, but at least if that one burns down, it's easy to delete and yeah, it'll grow back. Okay, so we've got Victoria Heights over here. I believe now I need to go to the fire station and select districts operating in. I'm guessing that's the one. Then that will allow it to only cover this area, which should hopefully make it more efficient. At least I think that's what you're supposed to do. So I've selected. Yep, it just says only that. Great stuff. So this fire station should be able to cater for everything on this island. This one caters for this area. So I'll put one more down, maybe somewhere around here, and it will service this side of, I don't know, downtown, and then maybe we'll put one more here. So let me find a place to plonk it. I think first let me create the two districts, then I'll find a place to plonk the firehouse. So I'm thinking the place to plonk the fire station or the firehouse will be right here. So it's central to pretty much this entire area, giving the ability to access here as well as here. And I think that should be enough to cover most of this area. And then let's upgrade you as well, give you all the fire trucks that you need. So that gives coverage for that space. And then this area also needs coverage. Okay, we have Vermont Spring, and then fire station. Firehouse. Gosh, I keep saying fire station. I'll plonk that one there, and let's upgrade you as well. And then we can set it to service that district. And then, where is that chappie? Over there. You service that district. All right, so that should keep this place covered, these three areas. And then lastly, my fire station itself, it can service North Downtown, the University, Evergreens, and down this side. And I think that should cover up this entire area. I'm not sure if I have a fire station or a firehouse anywhere in this area. Okay, so I have one this side. So let's have this one service that area, maybe even here. Could it possibly? No, I think that's far. So I should have another one somewhere, but I don't think I do. So I don't have a firehouse here or there. So let's get one down into this area, maybe somewhere on the main road where it's easy for it to do its thing, and then upgrade you as well to max, and then get this one to service Emerson Terrace. Alrighty, so that covers that. You know what, service Chestnut as well, Sheffield. So for these two, I don't want to put one fire station, one fire thingy here and another one here. I think it'll be worth having one somewhere around here, and then I'll assign this one to both these areas, and let's see if it will be enough. Let's find out if it will be enough. So let's plonk one. Actually need to plonk it somewhere where it's fairly central. I think here will do. And then it also, all of them fully upgraded, and then assign Terrapin Creek and Sheffield Glades to it. It's quite a big coverage area this one has got. But you know what? Let's see. I don't know the efficiency of these fire stations. Let's hope that is enough to keep most of these areas happy. Moving on to this space here. So I've got a fire. I've got two of them here. Oh, cool. So then what I'll do is I'll just put one big district around this entire island, and then assign these two to service the entire island. All right, so both of those are assigned. They've got their servers there. We've got these ones servicing all of these areas. The only place that will not have service at the moment is this space right here. And this is going to be the focus of our attention today. So for now, what I will do is, I'm guessing if it's assigned to a district, it does not operate outside of a district. At least that's my guess. So what I will do is that I will create a district around here. Actually, no, you know what? Let's plonk down a fire station to service this area for now. A firehouse right there. And this is sort of the generic one that will service everybody else that does not have any service. All right, so let's start with the order of the day. This station. I've seen the comments from people. I think in the end, I am going to give in and say this is not going to be here. The traffic is generating is ridiculous, let's be honest. And I've got another one here that basically has no storage. There's nothing in here. Everybody is using this one, probably because it is the one that is closest to the downtown. But the amount of traffic that this thing is generating, I had said that I was going to monitor what the spillage was going to be like. It's spilling all the way over into this space, and I think that is just getting ridiculous. We're going to get rid of this. I'm going to develop this out into more of the office complex and medium density residentials, and then we will leave this one to be our main cargo, our main cargo train terminal. The plan is that I'm going to develop a very elaborate road network around here that hooks up to the highway to enable easier access in and out of this station. I don't think it's going to completely alleviate traffic, but I think for now, this one must go just so that we can have a bit more peace of mind when it comes to the traffic. So, bye-bye. Bye-bye. Ooh, you know what? I should have deleted that. I think if I go into my transportation, trains, where's cargo? There's cargo. Is this the one? Yes, so this is the one. Let's get rid of that. And where's the other one? Let's get rid of that one. Cool. Let's clear up this place now that this is gone. And then we're going to develop out this entire area into more of the residentials, the offices and commercial, basically general city expansion in that direction. Alrighty, we've filled out quite a bit now. I love this little hill that's coming up here. I think this is, I don't know why I love changes in landscape like this, but I love it. Anyways, so we filled up most of this area. I decided to leave this place a bit of a green park. I also took the opportunity to put in a couple of services. So we've got police station over here, and I thought I put something else in. Didn't I put a clinic in? Nope. I think I was dreaming of putting a clinic in, but I didn't put a clinic in. Oh well, we've got a police station. I think as we expand this way, I will probably put a clinic maybe somewhere in this corner, because we've got this industry building here, which, if I'm not mistaken, is actually doing quite a bit of ground pollution, and there's a little bit of air pollution as well from it. I don't think people here are really going to croak from it, but you know what, just to be safe, I think we can get a clinic maybe in this corner right here, and then that should offer a little bit of help to all of the people living in this to all the people living in this area. And then we can do a little bit of expansion. I think an expansion on this side and this side will look good, but I do not want to make that same mistake of the terrain not being up to scratch. So let's get the terrain up to scratch, and then I think I can, okay, yeah, that's fine. I think I can get the terrain up to scratch a little bit around here. Then we can plonk this also on this side. And this is what? This is for additional storage and patience. All right. So that should be enough. I think once we continue the development around here, this should be enough to cover most of these areas without too much issue. The land here is quite high. I think this is something that looks a little bit unrealistic. So what I want to do is I'm just going to bring the land out a little bit and have a flat area at the back here, or at least a lower gradient, and then we'll put a bunch of forest on it. All right, I think that looks a little bit better. A little bit of a drop, but it is not as sharp and, I don't know, heavily gradienty. All right, so this is looking all right. The only unfortunate thing is that I would have loved to put down family homes, so low density residential, but none of this area is conducive to any of that stuff. So it's unfortunate. What I do want to do though is that I want to get a small little, what you call it? I want to make this place look like a bit of a sports playground type area. It's a comment somebody left on a couple of videos back. If I find it, I'll put it on the screen. If not, thank you for that comment. I think I'll stick it down over here, and then we'll just develop around the entire space. New signature building, the food station, room for all the hungry customers under one roof. So where is that? Let's grab that, because that looks like it's something that might be nice. Ooh, hello. You know what? I think it's something we can plonk probably somewhere around this station, because we're gonna develop a lot of commercial around here, so it will probably make sense to have it in this area. All right, let's keep developing out the space. So I am doing my best to preserve some green spaces here because I'm trying to get out of the concrete jungle, right? So I'm wanting this place to start looking a little bit more green as we go in that direction. Whether or not I'll be able to put low density housing between here and the industrial area, I'm going to have to see. I highly doubt I'll be able to, but what I do know is right now as it stands, I want all of this high and mid density development to start coming to an end, and I need to find a way to basically kill that off as quickly as possible before I get to the train station. Otherwise, I'm not going to be very happy with how things look. And so that is my current battle. And I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to be able to achieve that look, but I'm gonna have to see. Let me finish off this terrain quickly. You know what would be nice in this tool is if we could select more than one tree at a time. And let me press various. It doesn't look like I can do it. If we could select multiple trees at a time, and then that will allow us to create a forest brush type thing, and that will allow me to zone things like this much easier and much quicker. But anyways, here we go. So things are looking good. We've got the sports fields here. One of the ways I want to try and drive a little more traffic to this space is to put just a bunch of commercial in this immediate vicinity, right in this corner. And then from this point on, we're gonna start doing mostly commercial and just residential. I need to find a way to kill it off here. I'm not 100% sure yet, but you know what? Let's jump into it. Let's do the development. Let's see what will come of it. Megalopolis, milestone 20. I think we've reached the end. Yes, we have unlocked everything. People, we have unlocked everything. That is super awesome. This means no more cash injections, no more tiles to unlock, but 266 tiles that we can unlock. We basically can unlock all progression points, and I can't wait to get around to that. Let's continue. Ooh, actually, hang on. This is not lined up nicely. Let's line this up nicely and then continue out the development. Alrighty, we have filled this space in. Getting these low density residentials, I wasn't 100% sure, but at least by blocking access to these roads, it made all of this area conducive for the low density stuff. So I could get these in. But you can see right next to the railway station, I couldn't get any of them in. So I tried to get them in as soon as the road was green, get them in before I did any of the other developments that would lead to the place not being so good for their development. Now, I think all of this has worked out nicely. Looks like I missed a spot right here. Let me just put some, I don't know, probably medium density stuff in here, and then we'll probably call this area done. Alright, I decided to switch to this tree because I think this tree fills out more when it is fully grown, the alder, when compared to the pine, because the pine turns out to be this long, tall, skinny thing which leaves a huge gap sort of on the ground level going up, so you can easily see through it, sort of like that. But with the alder, if I remember right, I think it fills up quite a bushy space. I wish I could find one somewhere. But anyways, I'm going to probably change all of these to the alder just so that it offers more of a coverage around here, and then remove all of these. But I'm not going to do that now. That's going to take too much time. So that's a job for another day. I might get rid of this little industry or just leave these guys to get sick. Who knows? The only thing that's left for me to extend at least the railway line to this side. So let's grab, I believe it's got a stop here somewhere currently. So if I go into the trains, go into passenger rail, yes. So it's got a stop here. Can I just grab and drag? Yes, I can, just like the previous one. Awesome. So let's stick it over there, and that should give it a connection there. Does it still have a connection on this side? Yes, it does. But then where does it go? Where's the return line? So let's do this. Is this the local line? Yes, there we go. That's better. Let me find the right one. There it is. There we go. Cool. So now we've got the stop over there, and it extends out all the way to this area. So that connects up the people of this place to the rest of the city. All right. So next up, I want to continue the development around here. So I want more of the low density family homes to just wrap around this area. So we're going to reclaim just a little bit of land, maybe that amount of land. We'll reclaim it, and then we'll put low density family homes here. Now we've got some industry this side, but from what I can tell, there shouldn't be air pollution coming all the way here, so that's good. So we have enough to be able to put it down here, and then I think we'll consider this entire area done. All right, let us reclaim the land and let's get things going. Alrighty, let's take stock. Let's see what all of that looks like. I think the place is shaped up very, very nicely. We have our low density that is tapering out as we move our way over into that side. I think once we develop out the industry here and the big harbor and we make this into the big industrial complex that I'm envisioning, I might just get rid of here, this industry here, and convert this also to more of the low density housing. But otherwise, I think this looks really, really cool. We've got the commercial strip that's along the side, and then the low density housing that just sits all the way at the back here. There's this like little a little hill type thing here. Oh, I love it. I love it. I think this adds so much realism to a place like this, because you often find tiny little dips in roads and little bumps ups and stuff like that, which I think is super awesome. And then over here, of course, I just left a little park. I didn't put any actual park in this place purely because I don't want this place to be too nice, I guess. I want the low density houses to continue to occupy there. I know I've got offices here. Is it possible to put? No, it's not. Oh, that's sad. Otherwise, I would have put 1 or 2 houses here along that road. But otherwise, everybody, I think this is it. I think this area has filled out very nicely. Because of how closely this hill comes to this road, we can't do much development here. Otherwise, we'll have too steep of a decline coming from the top here going down. So we're gonna leave this place the way it is. And if anything ever changes, I don't think we can ever build anything here because of this chappy. This place is just completely dead. So this area done, and as the trees and all that grow, I think the area will come alive very, very nicely. So turning our attention back to what we built in the last video, right? The Research Institute. There were quite a number of people who gave suggestions for names. Thank you all so much. I'm going to try and plonk a whole bunch of them on screen. If you want to read all of them, you're welcome to pause and read. But I think all in all, got a lot of good suggestions. Thank you very much. There was a nice story that came with why the Institute sat here, and that had to revolve around the lake and its origin. So somebody suggested that this lake be named Lona Lake, which is named after a real place in India. Apparently it's an asteroid crater, something that I quite like very much. And the reason the institute would have developed here was as a result of studies that I guess emanated from this place being discovered as a meteor strike. So a name was given for the lake, but a name wasn't given for the Research Institute. So I went through all of the names, and I definitely liked the story that came with Lona Lake, something that I'm definitely going to do. So let's put a little thing around this place quickly. All right, so we've got Lona Lake, and then with regards to the institute's name, there were so many that came through, but I think the one for me that immediately resonated with me, that would have to be Hillside Research Institute. And I absolutely loved it. And so that is the name of that research institute. Everybody, thank you all so much for your suggestion. Your suggestion might not be the one that quote unquote won this one, but please keep them coming, as sometimes I see names and suggestions which I might not use for this, but I might use for a different area. In the next video, what I want to do is that I want to address the lack of employees that we have here, right? So people aren't coming here, are not working, and it's a combination of a number of things. We don't have enough well-educated people. We don't have enough highly educated people to feed this place. So what we're going to do is that I'm going to set up a town around here to drive this, and I think this is going to be a nice build. This is something that I'm looking forward to doing quite a lot. Otherwise, everybody, I think that is it for today. It wasn't the biggest of builds. It was a generic expansion. I have been meaning to close off this space for quite a while now, and we finally managed to do that. Next video we'll start the expansion in that area, and what I love is that we'll be doing it in beautiful springtime, which is my favorite time of the, well, not spring, man, autumn. I keep saying spring, but I mean autumn or fall time. I love the colors, so I am definitely looking forward to that build over there. And yeah, that's it. I think we've done a fairly decent job. Place is looking good. The city is definitely expanding out quite a lot now. What is definitely missing over here right now is big residential sprawl, something that I plan on covering this entire area with, to sort of blend out the city to the rest of its landscape. Everybody, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment on what you enjoyed, what you would like to see. I really appreciate it. If you've been here a while and you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, please go ahead, give it a smash. It will be truly appreciated. To all of my patrons and YouTube members, thank you all so much for all the extra support that you show the channel. I truly appreciate it. Thank you. Everyone, until the next one, take it easy, and I shall see you all then. Cheers!